because the experience of interacting and testing these strategies in the marketplace is actually telling them that what they thought was important isn't actually what is important. Now, once we've got the business strategy story, we can also borrow some other goodness from Agile. We can say, okay, we know I think we'll do this and it will deliver against these goals and this is why. Now let's look at some acceptance tests. How do we know if this strategy is going to succeed? What will we need to test? What's the signs of it working? So you look about how is the strategy working? If this happens, then the strategy is succeeding. If this happens, then the strategy is succeeding. And what can we measure? There need to be measurable things. And again, it's if. It's not when, because we want to emphasize that the strategy is a theory and ground people in testing their theories rather than assuming they're correct. And we'll look at failure tests as well. What would be signs of the strategy failing? And what would be the side effects? Quite common when you've got multiple business strategies in play that they actually interact with each other and you get undesirable side effects. So let's think about those side effects. What would be the signs of them and how we could mitigate them? What would break? What could the strategy break? And if you're doing it well, you can end up with, so here's the example for Tesla. If the battery packs store enough energy, because if they don't, it's not going to work as a viable car. If they deliver enough power, so it's not just the energy, how long they can last, it's how fast can they produce the power to give the performance that we need for a sports car. If they recharge quickly enough, because it's no good if I have to hook it up for 2 days in between a run. But only if that's cheap enough. Only if the whole cost is cheap enough. If it ends up taking too long to do this project, then the company will not succeed. Tesla was funded by Musk and went through some very difficult times trying to raise finance in 2008 with the crash. Almost took too long to achieve this to save it. If it costs too much, it won't work. If